Hi, I'm Gabriella and I go by Feeding Wolves. I've created this video which serves as a library for the Metahuman face control rig board. This was inspired by the original video shared by Unreal Engine on their YouTube channel featuring Adam Walton from Cubic Motion. It is the best resource available, whether you are animating, fine-tuning, or cleaning up facial motion data. I've organized this in a way where you can access every section and control using the timestamps listed in the description of this video. I would like to give a special thank you to Adam, as this library would not be possible without that video. So without further ado, let's dive in.
To get started, the first thing we're going to do is access the face control rig board. In order to do this, I'm going to create a level sequence. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to select the Metahuman and add her in here. And automatically you're going to see the face control rig board shows up. It is located right over here. If we collapse this, we are going to notice that all of the controls are located over here. You will also notice this window. If you want to hide the control rig board, just check Hide Manipulators. Now I'm going to show you how you can select a control. I'm going to select the left dimple control, and in order to select the right one, I'm going to hold down the Shift button. So now we have both selected. And to make a key, you press the letter S. And what I want you to notice is over here, we have not selected the corner pull. We have selected the dimple. So if you want an accurate description of what you selected, I would recommend using this animation tab. I'm going to go ahead and move this. I'm going to hit S. And then I'm going to put this back and press S. Also, if we want to locate all of our keys, we can simply locate them right here. Another thing I'm going to show you is, let's say I want to select all of these controls. I'm going to hold down Control and Alt, and we've now selected all of these keys. This is not correct. Over here, these are correct. The only downside is it will only display up to 5 controls. Also, if I wanted to make this gizmo smaller, you can simply go over here and make it smaller. Something you might encounter is if you're trying to select a key and you're not able to, simply select the face and then try selecting the control again. You can also look up controls over here. For example, I'm going to search for the dimple control, and we can locate our keys over here. Now, let's say we made this animation. What you can do next is you can select the face and you can bake to an animation sequence. I'm just going to label this Dimple and save it in the content folder. And now I can delete this control rig and I can go ahead and add the animation so that we have this animation and there's no keys. Now, let's say you're working with mocap data. What you can do is you can select the face and then bake to control rig to access the control rig that way. And now we have the animation baked into all of these keys that we can either delete, or if we want to add on top of this, then we can go ahead and create an additive section. And if I drop this down, we now have this additive section where we can add keys on top of this animation. So for example, if we wanted to make her smile, I'm going to select these controls and I'm going to create a key over here. And that's how you can use the additive layer. If you are having a hard time locating the additive layer, you can select this additive layer and drag it above all of the animation keys. One last thing is these push-pull controls do not work. You cannot select this one or this one. And if I go over here and type in push-pull, there are only 2. So 2 are missing. In order to fix this, we're going to go to the content browser, and I'm going to select the Metahuman, and I'm going to type in face control, and I'm going to open this up. And inside of this window, we are going to locate the tweakers, which are going to be over here. I'm going to move this and zoom in. These are the push-pull tweakers. And what you're going to find is that this is push-pull, 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 and this is corner sharpness. So we are going to change this to push-pull, the left down. We are going to go ahead and compile. This will take a moment. And then if I go into the hierarchy and I type in push-pull, what we also want to do is select this. We are going to make sure it is animatable. We are going to select this one. And we are going to make sure that this is animatable. This is fine. And we're going to make this one animatable as well. We're going to compile again, and then we are going to save all. And now when we go into our sequencer, we will see there are all 4. If we try to select them now, we can select all 4. All right. So this is how I wanted to introduce how to access the control rig board. And now we can delve into the library. I have organized the library into 7 sections. Each section also contains the corresponding tweakers. Every single control has been timestamped and can easily be found by going to the description section of this video. Whether you are using this video for hand animating, adding, or cleaning up mocap data, if you are looking for something specific, you can easily skip to that section.
The first section is the jaw controls. The jaw control will open and close the mouth. You can also move it left and right in any direction. And you are going to use this control quite often. The jaw forward and back control pushes the jaw back or forward. I have gone ahead and combined both of these controls. The jaw clench control should be used when the mouth is closed. It gives the appearance that the teeth are clenching together. The jaw open extreme control opens the jaw even further, and it adds more range to this movement. Now we have the mouth corner and height controls. The corner pull control gives you a wide smile, affecting the cheek area. The sharp corner pull control gives a sharp smile. It affects the nasolabial line. The dimple control moves the mouth wide and into the face. The corner depress control can give you a sad, frowning look. The mouth stretch control moves the mouth down and wide. The stretch lips close control moves with the stretch control, bringing the upper lip down even further. The stretch and corner pull control combined give you a big grin. The upper lip raise control will give you a nose sneering effect. The lower lip depress will affect the chin area. The upper lip raise and lower lip depress controls combined can give you this shush expression. We have the mouth shaping controls. The funnel control rolls the lips out, giving a ch or sh expression. The purse control narrows the lips. It is good for W's and O's. The towards control pushes the lips out and puckers them. When you combine the purse and funnel control, you get this puckering expression. This is great for W's. When you combine the towards, purse, and funnel control, you get this nice expression for W's and O's. Next, we have the mouth tension and tweaker controls. The lips press control should be used when the mouth is closed, and you can use this for the letter P. You can combine the lip press control with the lips together control, and this also works great for words that use the letter P. The lips bite control rolls the teeth in and over the teeth. The lips tighten control adds tension to all four corners. The mouth press control is great for M's, B's, and P's. And it is very similar to the lips bite control. The lips together control only works when the jaw is open. It keeps the lips sealed and is great for a chewing motion. The lips towards teeth control is similar to the lips together control. It only works when the jaw is open and is a slightly different variation of that control. Next, we have the mouth and tweaker controls continued. The muzzle control moves the mouth from the center in any direction, and if you move it up or down, it changes the lip height. The suck blow control sucks the cheeks in or puffs them out. The lips blow puffs out just the lip area and is great for adding pops to M's, B's, and P's. And here I've combined the suck blow and lips blow controls. The mouth sticky, when using the left and right control, you get this zipper effect. Or you can use the inner and outer up and down controls, giving you more control over the sticky part of the lips. The lip corner control adjusts the corners of the lips. You can use this to accentuate the corners of a smile or a frown. The lip shift control will move the lips either left or right. The mouth thickness control flattens the lips up against the teeth, or it increases the thickness of the lips. The mouth roll control is isolated only to the lips and rolls the lips in towards the teeth or out. The mouth corner sharpness control will either pinch the corners of the lips or it can widen them. The lips push-pull control moves the lips towards or back against the teeth. It does not change the volume of the lips. It changes the distance of the lips toward or away from the teeth. The teeth up and down control will either move the teeth all the way down or all the way up.
The teeth forward and back control will push the teeth all the way back or all the way forward. The next section is the tongue controls. The tongue in and out control will push the tongue all the way to the back of the mouth or bring it all the way out. The tongue control moves the entire tongue from the base. It can move in any direction, up, down, left, right. The tongue roll control moves from the center part of the tongue and can roll the tongue up or roll it down. The tongue tip control moves just the tip of the tongue either up or down, and can also be moved in any direction. This will be isolated just to the tip of the tongue. The tongue narrow wide control can either narrow the sides of the tongue or widen them. And the tongue press control moves the tongue up The next section is the nose, chin, and ear controls. The nose control, when moved up, will cause these wrinkles in the nose. When moved down, it narrows it. You can also move the controls out, making the nostrils wider, or inwards, making them smaller. The nose wrinkle control, when combined with the nose control when moved up, affects the brow area. The Nasolabial Deepen control increases the sides of the nose and mouth area. The chin raise control, the lower lip pushes up and raises the upper lip, and the lifting is coming from the bottom lip. The chin compress control creates this tension in the chin area. The ear up control can be used for certain expressions, like when the jaw is opening. The next section is the eye controls. The eye squint inner control moves the lower lids up. The cheek raise control narrows the eyes, but from the cheeks pushing up against it. It also affects the brow area. The eye blink control either closes the eyes or opens them wide. It also affects parts of the upper face. The lid press control can be used when the eyes are closed, increasing the tension in the eyelids. The eye control moves both eyes together with the eyelids. This control, when combined with the eyes being shut, can give you this effect where the eyes look like they're darting, perhaps in REM sleep. The left and right eye control move the eyes independently. The pupil control either narrows or widens the pupil. This can be used if your character is in a bright room and you want to constrict the pupils, or dilate them if they are in a dark room. The parallel look centers the eyes as if your character is looking at something up close. The look at switch, it works as a world space lookout control. By selecting the red portion of this, you can move both eyes together in world space, and this helps your character track an object. The yellow inner circles can move independently, and then there is the convergence option. This gives a centered focus point, bringing the eyes together for anything close up. With it off, the eyes go back into the distance. The eyelid up and down control, these control the eyelids individually. You can control the upper ones for a sleepy look, or the lower ones for more of a squinty look. The eyelash in and out control, these are great for adjusting eyelashes. The tweakers out affect the outer eyelashes, bringing them up towards the lid or towards the eye. The tweakers in affect the inner eyelashes, bringing them up towards the lid or towards the eye. The next section is the brow controls. The brow raise outer control lifts the outer part of the brows. The brow raise in control lifts the inner part of the brows. When you combine the brow raise out and in control, this makes the wrinkle maps on the forehead more prominent. The brow down control lowers the brows. You can get an angry look. The brow lateral increases and adds tension to the center of the brow area. I have created a few variations of combining the brow controls. The face scrunch control creates tension along the cheeks, eyes, and brows. The last section is the neck controls. The neck stretch control creates tension for muscles running up and down the neck. This control works great with the mouth stretch control. The Digastric Up and Down control moves a little bit under the chin. It works good with tongue movement. For example, if the tongue is all the way back and down. The Mastoid control strengthens the neck. This works great with head movement. The throat exhale, inhale control. You can see there's this breathing in when you move the control up, and this exhaling when you move it down. The throat up and down control. This moves with speech, and this also looks really good with a male character that has an Adam's apple. And lastly, the swallow control. It's a big gulping motion. We have come to the end of the video library. Again, I want to give a special thank you to Adam Walton. This library would not be possible without his video. This is the first of many videos to come when working with metahumans and facial motion. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned anything new or made anything cool based on what you learned, please like, subscribe, follow, and tag me on social media so I can see what you made. Thank you for watching. Bye!